So I'm here with John Barrowman, and we're here to talk about why are you in Dublin?
I'm in Dublin because I just decided to have a day in Dublin. No, I'm here because on November 10th, I will be doing my concert here, part of my concert tour of Ireland and the UK. It's the first time I've been here in 14 years, so I'm excited about it. I'm also looking forward to building a good audience here and a nice fan base, and also really just giving, you know, the fans here a really good night of entertainment, because that's what the show is for anybody who's seen it. I've been doing them for 3 years, different shows each year, but I've got you know, 3 under my belt, and it'll be a great night of entertainment. I know how difficult it is at the moment with people and spending money, but if they've bought a ticket, and if you are to buy a ticket, I guarantee you a great night of entertainment. It's money well spent.
That's great. Not that we're not delighted to have you here.
No, it's fine. Listen, you gave me a chance there to plug. I'm all for that, all about that.
So what can fans expect from your show?
Well, what it is the show itself, I don't, you know, people know me for singing, you know, musical songs and covers of other, you know, popular songs from different eras. So it's not all about musicals. You will get a couple of show tunes in there, but mostly it's songs that I want to sing, people want to hear me sing, that have written to me. It's songs that relate to stories that I tell, because you'll get a big opening number. My dancers, I have 4 of them. I've got my 9-piece band. It's basically an inside look and a full night of entertainment about my life over the last year, plus stories from my growing up, you know, funny things that have happened to us over the years, you know, things that have a more personal look into my life than you'd get in an interview, or, although I'm pretty open in interviews, but more personal, like, you know, you get photographs of family members and things. My mom and dad are in the show. I make them do something outrageous every year, which is really funny. All the payback from being a kid. So it is. It's and it's not a show that you'll have an opening guest. I have a guest within the show who's part of the show, Jodie Prenger, who won the show I'd Do Anything when we were looking for a Nancy. So, but it's a good night of entertainment. Some of you guys watching might think, oh yeah, it's not for me. Trust me, the audience is really diverse and varied. You have everything from gay men, women, to nans, to teenagers, to 20-year-olds. That'll be the phone. To 20-year-olds out to have a really, really good time. So it's, in fact, that was somebody calling for tickets.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Quick, take the order!
That's great, and you're touring the album Tonight's the Night, which is just come out. Yeah,
yes, sort of yes and no. I'm only doing 1, 2, 3 songs from the album.
Oh, really?
That's what I mean. It's not, I don't want people to think it's another way for me to plug an album. The album's done. There will be some songs from the album, but it's not about doing that. There might be songs from, you know, like for instance, I heard a song the other day that I haven't heard in 20 years. It reminded me of when I used to travel as a kid in the car with my parents, and my dad would play it. So we've kind of updated it, and there'll be there's a lovely story that I tell about my brother falling asleep at the wheel when we were traveling to California.
Is that a lovely story?
It is. The outcome is quite funny. Yes, yes, because it's caught just in time. Okay. But yeah, so it's not about just the album. It's about a lot of other diverse songs within it.
That's great. And how did you choose the songs to put on that album?
Again, I go through and looking and finding. I keep notes throughout the year of songs I hear on the radio, going back to, you know, like funk songs from the 70s. In the concert I did last year, are you a Doctor Who fan?
Of course.
Okay, good. Because there's a song from the TV show, sorry, the musical Wicked, called The Wizard and I. And on my last album, I talked to the composer, Stephen Schwartz, and the writer, and I asked him if I could change it, and I did it. It's called The Doctor and I. And it's Captain Jack singing about his relationship with the Doctor. So that was one of the things I put in the show last year. It won't be in it this year again. But in fact, maybe we could do it this year, because the Dublin audience hasn't seen that.
Do it for us.
There you, well, think about that.
Do it for us.
Or you can go buy it on iTunes. So it's that kind of thing. It's you know, I'm really chuffed because there's a lot. I'm a fan myself of sci-fi and I love Doctor Who. I love Torchwood. I love all the different sci-fi shows. And I say this because I am, when I'm a fan geek, right? Totally love it. And if I'd known you were going to wear the Back to the Future t-shirt, I would have worn my Thor or my Captain America or something, right?
Oh, shame.
You know, in fact, if you open up my bag, I've got my Captain America with me. And I can prove it to you, so watch this. Wait, I don't want you to think I'm telling you a little faux pas. Right here. I don't want underwear to come out. That wouldn't be good. Where's my Captain America shirt? Watch it not be in here now. How embarrassing. Nope. Where is...
This is a secret look into John Barrowman's packing skills, right?
You know what? I am so embarrassed. I've got my... That's my STP. I didn't pack it.
Oh,
I'm
no.
so embarrassed. Holy moly.
We'll take your word for it, though.
No, seriously, that's really stumped me. I thought I put my Captain America, it's my big,
shield.
You know, the shield.
Mm-hmm.
That's not it, no.
We'll take your word for it. You can make up for it by telling us about your DeLorean.
Oh yeah, no, my DeLorean, because I love, well, obviously, like Back to the Future. I keep on feeling like I'm looking at your boobs when I do that. Actually, they're very good boobs.
Thanks.
I loved Back to the Future, and obviously, that, again, it's kind of a sci-fi time travel. Come on.
Yep.
I wanted my own DeLorean, and I bought the DeLorean, and the DeLorean started off in Northern Ireland, went to Brookfield, Wisconsin, then went to Brookfield, Wisconsin, back to Northern Ireland, and I bought it from Northern Ireland and had it shipped to the UK down in London. But the actual 86.6 miles an hour thing, that's as fast as it will go. That's why they had to time travel at 86.6 miles an hour. It was so that was kind of the. I tried to make it go faster, but it didn't work. And actually, the props department of Doctor Who offered to build me the flux capacitor for it, but I said I didn't want to ruin the car.
No, it's a classic.
I really want. Actually, sorry.
Oh no.
See, look, this is. I feel bad about not having the T-shirt now, and I said that I thought I'd packed it, but.
Oh, he does have his Captain America with him.
My Captain America goes everywhere with me, right?
That's great. Saved.
That would have been awful, wouldn't it?
So now that you've mentioned Torchwood and Doctor Who, can we talk about it?
You can talk about it all you want.
Okay, so were you nervous about the change in tone and moving the whole production to America, about how fans would respond?
No, because you have to think of it as being, I'm going to really be blunt here, I feel that when people say that stuff, I really appreciate that they're passionate about the show. And remember, it wasn't all done in America. We did do some of it in the UK. But there was the possibility that it was not going to be done at all. And for people to be upset that we were doing everything we possibly could to get it and have it made again, I just felt was a little bit selfish. And that is I think I'm entitled to that opinion because the show was written for me. I love the show. I love Captain Jack. So it was upsetting for me to hear people say stuff like that. But I understand why they did. So I looked at it as it's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen now. And if it does happen, we're not gonna please everybody. Mm-hmm. And everybody has a right to then either watch it or not watch it. We did really well with the new way it's gone down. It's done well, and also this show that we all love here, all of a sudden we can spread out internationally. And for me, it was Jack, the character, getting recognized and people knowing more about him because never before has there been a hero character like that on television in the US or in other countries. I mean, I'm talking to people now, doing interviews to people in Latin America, and the questions they're asking are like, they can't believe that an omnisexual character, a guy kisses a guy on that it's on TV. We have Korea and Japan and China saying the same thing. It's just unbelievable. So for me, it's a great thing that we've expanded out. But I totally understand why people got a little bit possessive about it. But it's I want to keep it going and keep it alive, so we do have to change a little bit.
That's true. You have to grow or things will stagnate.
Yes, you do. We're a drama. We have to change, and we have to do things that are different all the time. And in particular, since we had made a mark on BBC One, but there wasn't the facility to come back on BBC One, so we had to find a way to come back, and that was then bringing in the collaboration of the Stars Network. And again, it's like if you go to if two car companies combine together, you can't just tell one car company you're not going to use any of your stuff. You have to combine together, so there had to be an element of American stuff in it in order for it to survive.
Can I ask you, you sing, you act, you present shows, you judge shows, how are you not exhausted all of the time?
Because I actually have another person. I'm real sci-fi. There's a clone.
There's two of you?
There's three of me.
Wow.
And I don't let you know, the other two are in the closet. This one isn't.
So if you could only do one thing for the rest of your career?
I won't answer that because it'll get me pigeonholed, and I love my career and the diversity. One thing I will say is that I hope I continue to get to play Captain Jack for a very long time, whether it be in Torchwood or if I get to come back into Doctor Who, because I would love to do that.
Of course, of course.
I'd love to do that.
Is there any truth to the rumours about Glee?
There's the truth in the rumor about Glee was the fact that yes, when I was in Los Angeles, I did instigate a meeting with the casting people because I do like the show, and they said that they know my career. They followed me for a little while. You know, one of the guys' wives was a big fan. Who knows whether something will happen? American television, they tend to call you like tomorrow and say we need you next week, but I'm kind of scheduled and booked for a little while. So if it does, it does. Like Desperate Housewives happened. It was out of left field. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's not to say I wouldn't like it to happen.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, because I think I could play Rachel's one of her dads.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Appreciate it.